So it is 9 o'clock. So one thing I wanted to mention this morning, I took a hot yoga class this week, which totally kicked my butt. I mean, seriously, I came home, I was like a drenched rat. But the instructor was talking about electrolytes and how important they are when you do sweat a lot. And of course, you guys down in Florida, this is the hot and heavy season. So whether you realize it or not, you're sweating more, you're losing those salts and electrolytes. And I'm sure Sharon, our nurse, can attest to that. So, at least once a day, you might want to add a supplement. I got this one at the supermarket. It's just Pedialyte sport drink. And they have little packets. The one thing I will say about this stuff is it tastes much better if it's cold. So put some ice in with it, or, make it ahead of time, put it in the refrigerator, and just sip on that throughout the day. Especially if you know you're going to be outside and it's going to be steamy. So keep yourself hydrated and keep those salts and minerals replenished. So since it is a warm one today, we're going to start with a little cooling imagination. So I want you to take your block, and we're going to start in our forward fold yin. I guess I'll just put this on the low position. So just put your feet up on the block so that your knees are slightly elevated. And your feet should be just about at the edges of the block. And we're just going to drape forward over the thighs and let the arms come down by your side, and just let the head be heavy. Now if you have vertigo or any other conditions, Meniere's, where you get dizzy when your head is below your heart, just keep your gaze at a comfortable level so you don't get dizzy. But otherwise, just let everything relax here. Round your back. Don't worry about tucking the tailbone. Just let the low back open up, round out. And as we're here, I want you to close your eyes and imagine you're at the base of a waterfall. And that water from the waterfall is coming over your shoulders, down your arms, over your head. And you're feeling that cool mist rising from the floor of the pond below the waterfall. And as you breathe in, sip the air over your tongue. So imagine you're sipping through a straw. And you're going to pull the air in, cooling it over the tongue. And just see if you can let that imaginary waterfall bring you deeper into the fold, deeper into the coolness. You can imagine the colors of blue and green. And taking this very soothing time before our practice. And just a couple more breaths here. And bringing your hands to the seat of the chair, let's use the hands and arms to slowly bring ourselves back up. Now as you come up, tuck the tailbone toward the chair so you start to engage the low abs, the low belly, and we'll come up to our yoga posture, yoga alignment. Keeping your feet on the block, move your left foot to the center of the block, sit up nice and tall, cross your right knee over your left. And we're just going to take an easy twist here. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. As you exhale, twist over to the left. Right. Your other left. Right. Left hand over your right thigh. Right hand slides behind your low back. Just an easy twist right now. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhale, take the shoulders a little bit more to the right. Take 2 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. On your next inhale, reach the arms overhead. Uncross. Exhale, hands to prayer. Cross your left ankle, your left knee. Boy, I'm really challenged today, aren't I? Your left knee over your right. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Lengthen the tailbone down toward the seat of the chair. As you exhale, twist left. Right hand to left thigh. Left hand slides behind your low back. You can take the gaze over the left shoulder slightly. Lengthen the crown of the head. Tailbone moves towards the chair. Lengthen as you inhale, twist as you exhale. On your next inhale, reach the arms overhead. We'll unwind. And hands to prayer. Let's take the edges of the feet to the block together. The outside edge of the feet to the block. Soles of the feet coming somewhat together. If your feet don't come together, that's fine, as long as they're trying to face one another. Opening up the hips here. So we did this on Tuesday. We're just going to do a little bit more hip opener here before we get into our flow. So sit up nice and tall. Get your crown of head and tailbone in alignment. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. And just rest the hands on the thighs or the knees. Now here, try to relax the glutes. So we have a tendency to tighten up those glutes. We kind of need to do that to get into position, but once you're there, just let the glutes go. And then gently take the hands and see if you can just slightly encourage the knees to open up a little bit. Taking a few more breaths here. Drop your chin slightly to the chest to lengthen the back of the neck. Alright, and then use your hands to scoop the knees together. Take your block between your feet. You're going to scoot to the edge of the chair. We're going to get right into some core work. So I'm going to hang on to the edge of the chair. And I'm going to squeeze that block with my feet. Oh, hello, little birdie. And we're going to lift and lower. Alright, so lift, lower, lift, lower. Squeeze the block with your ankles and try to keep your knees from knocking together. So try to keep your knees and ankles in alignment for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Can you lift a little higher? 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Stretch the legs out. Reach the arms overhead. And exhale, fold forward. So right here, you should feel a nice stretch in the hamstring. I've got my feet flexed for 2 reasons. 1, it keeps me from falling forward too far. Number 2, it deepens the stretch in the back of the legs. You can let the head and neck relax. And then slowly start to make your way up. As you come up, don't put your hands on your knees. So we never want to put pressure on the knees. You walk your hands up, but go from your shin to your thigh. And don't put pressure on the knees. All right, let's take another set like that. So squeezing that block between the feet. Knees are right over the ankles. Now if you want to challenge yourself, you might try bringing your hands to your hips. So here we have to really work on balance and pulling the core, tightening the core so that we don't fall over. And you might not be able to lift as high here, but do what you can. And ready for 8, 7, 6. Can you feel the core working? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold and squeeze. Oh my God, my legs are shaking. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, straighten the legs, heels down, toes up, reach up, inhale, exhale, fold forward. Big exhale, let it go. Relax the shoulder blades down the back, so bring your shoulders away from your ears. You can let the belly be soft here. Relax the upper body. And then on an inhale, start to make your way up. Again, skipping over the knees and coming back up to seated. All right, this time let's take the block between the knees. And we're going to do the same thing, lifting and lowering. But this time the focus is going to be on building strength in the thighs. So, same deal, flex your feet, either hands to the hips or hands on the chair, and lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, squeeze the block like you mean it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, and 1. Bring it down, take the block out, take the feet wide. Oops, there goes my water. Knees wide. And let's drop opposite shoulder to opposite knee. So right shoulder comes down toward the left knee. My right hand is on the inside of my right knee, so I'm helping that knee and hip open as I drop the right shoulder down. Left hand can be either down by your side or on your hip. And inhale, coming back up, both hands to your hips. Straighten the spine, so lengthen the tailbone, lengthen the crown of the head. Inhale. As you exhale, left shoulder to right knee. Easy breathing here. Now to come up, start by pressing down into the feet, pull belly in, and bring your core back up to center. Let's take some sun salutations with the knees wide. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. Right here, keep the ribs under the shoulders, right? We don't want to pop out. Reaching up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Really reach the chest forward, reach the heart forward, coming all the way down. Fingertips to the floor, release the head and neck. Inhale, we come halfway up to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press down, root to rise, press down into the feet, coming all the way back up. Arms reach wide, reach, 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 and exhale to prayer. Take a few more like that in a nice flow. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, coming all the way back up. Shoulders over hips, ribs tucked under. Exhale, hands to prayer. Press down into your feet, active legs. Inhale, reach up. Look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, press down into the feet, active legs, arms up, tailbone down. Exhale to prayer. All right, heel toe the feet back in to hip width apart, knees over ankles. Let's take our genie arms, right arm on top. Inhale to lengthen, pull belly towards spine. Exhale, twist everything to the right. So gaze, elbows, shoulders, belly button, all moving to the right. Inhale back to center. Try to keep your elbows in line with your shoulders. As you exhale, twist other side. So gaze can be at your wrist, elbows in line with shoulders. And inhale back to center. This time, elbows left, gaze goes, elbows right, gaze goes left. Inhale. Exhale, elbows right, gaze over your left shoulder. Couple of breaths here. Inhale back to center. So your abs are working the whole time. Keep pulling that belly button towards your spine. As you exhale, elbows go to the left, gaze to the right. Feel a nice stretch in the back side of the right shoulder. Inhale back to center. And exhale, bring it down, shake it out. Take your shoulder circles here. Keeping the movement isolated in the shoulders. If you just move your shoulders, your arms and hands will follow. And other direction, really squeeze them up by the ears. Roll forward. And shake it out. Let's take our crawl stroke. Reach the right arm back and forward. Now follow with the left arm. Left arm reaches back and forward. So palm is coming forward toward the floor. As you go back, the palm reaches towards the sky. Then it comes forward. Left arm, palm towards the sky. Maybe we're back in that pool by the waterfall, taking a little swim. Now you can start to move your torso as if you were swimming. So moving the torso along with the arms. Inhaling and exhaling. So moving your head in both directions. And one more this direction. Left side. When both hands are down, bring your hands to your thighs, roll back up. Take a couple of breaths here. That felt good. All right, now let's do the backstroke. Reach the right arm up and back. Feel that beautiful opening in this front part of the shoulder. And other side. So for this one, we want to keep facing forward. Not going to twist the torso, we're just really working the arms here. Shoulder people, if you want to take your fingertips to your shoulder and just do the elbow circle, whatever works for you today. Or you can keep the elbow bent. All right, do a modified backstroke. Whatever's going to work for you. And now let's do both at the same time. So now we're floating on our backs in that pool below the waterfall. Ah, heavenly. One more big inhale. And exhale. Wrap your arms around yourself. Right arm on top. Grab opposite shoulders. Give yourself a big hug here. And exhale, fold forward, round in. Inhale, use your core to come back up. Exhale here. Inhale, open the arms wide. Palms to the sky, thumbs go back. As you exhale, hug yourself again, opposite arm on top. Crossing over, hugging yourself. Big inhale. Exhale, round in. Just let the head and neck relax. Feel the shoulder blades widen. And inhale, back up. Open the arms wide. As you exhale, drop your right hand down, left arm reaches up. So first, reach up, get the length from the hip to the fingertip. Then we start to reach it over. No collapsing, no falling in. Keep the integrity of the core. Reach the fingertips, both directions, down and up. Keep both sits bones in the chair. Press down into the feet. Check your alignment. Are your ankles still below your knees? Inhale, coming back up to center. Exhale, other side. Left arm down. Reach the right arm up. Now imagine your torso pulling right up out of that hip socket. Pull belly towards spine and then over to the side. Beautiful. See if you can increase the space between the ribs. Let the left fingers reach for the floor. Right fingers reach for where the floor and where the wall and the ceiling meet. Deep breaths here. Nice. Beautiful breeze coming. Inhale, come all the way back up. Palms up, thumbs reach back. Inhale, hands overhead. Press the palms together. Reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to cactus, arms to cactus. Spread the fingers wide. Now bring the fingers together and we're going to press together. So imagine you're moving through mud, nice and slowly. You should feel those triceps and biceps working. Forearms come together and then inhale as you open. Exhale, press together. Inhale, open. Where are your ribs? They should be right over your hips. And exhale, press. Keep elbows in line with shoulders. Open up. One more. Press it together. Open up. And release it down. Shake it out. Let everything go. Stomp your feet. Get the bottoms of the feet woken up here. Waked up, woken up. All right, hug your right knee up and in. Take your ankle circles. Remember, try to pull the knee toward the armpit, avoiding the ribs. And other direction. Now we'll interlace underneath the thigh, bring the knee in line with the hip, and with the foot flexed, we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lengthen the spine. Lift and lower. All right, from here, take a hold of your knee. You can heel toe the left knee open a little bit, giving yourself a little bit more room for your hip circle. You can also scoot to the edge of the chair. Might give you a little more room to work. So hip replacement people, you take whatever range of motion feels good for you. Especially with the hip replacements, you really have to be careful. It's very easy to, overextend yourself, and then you're actually ending up doing more damage than good. So stay within. I usually like to tell people to push yourself a little bit, but just be very cautious of those big joints. All right, bring that foot down. Take a couple of breaths. Notice the difference between the right and the left. And then we'll hug the left knee up. Take the ankle circles. Turn the corners of your mouth up into a little smile. Happy yogis. Other direction. And let's point and flex. Interlace below the thigh. Knee comes down in line with the hip. Flex the foot. Lifting and lowering. So if you have ankle weights, this is a good one to do in your spare time with your ankle weights. And you can experiment with releasing the hands and just using the strength of your quad to lift and lower. Good job. All right, now take a hold of that knee. Open up the right knee. Give yourself a little more room to take your hip circles. And remember, coordinate the breath with the movement. Inhaling and exhaling. And bring that foot down. All right. I want you to turn to the side. I'm going to take my blanket off of my chair because I want to really feel my butt cheeks on the surface of the chair. If you can find a chair without arms or a surface without arms to do this, that would be helpful. So we're going to work on our boat pose. We have not done this in a very long time, and this is one of the most challenging for the core, right? So first thing is we're going to start long spine. So really pull the chin back, lengthen the back of the neck. As you do that, you should automatically feel your core engaged. Tailbone moving slightly towards the chair. So for boat pose, arms come up parallel. And we're just going to start by lifting the right leg and holding here. You feel that thigh start to burn, but you should also feel your core working. And bring that foot down. Now the left foot comes up. So now I want you to think about, for boat pose, both feet are going to come up. So we're going to have to lean back to get our balance. Bring your left foot down now. So from here, with both feet on the floor, I want you to just lengthen your spine, engage your core, and start to lean back and find your sits bones. All right, and now we're going to pick up one foot and then the other foot. And this is our boat pose. Very challenging. Keep breathing. Use the core. And when you're ready, bring both feet down as you come back up. Reach the arms overhead on an inhale. And exhale to prayer. All right, bring your hands down. Just take a moment to recalculate here. So recalibrate, just come back to your breath. A lot of effort in that pose. That's why we did the squeezing the block, as you can imagine, in preparation for this one. All right. And when you're ready, let's give it another try. Arms reach up. So imagine you're reaching the fingertips forward to touch the wall in front of you, but then pull the shoulders back So we're reaching forward, but the shoulders stay back. So your arms are very active here. Now we're going to lean back, engage your core so that your back stays nice and strong. As you lean back, start to pick up one foot. Maybe you stay here. Maybe this is your boat today. You're floating your boat. And then maybe the other foot comes up. Ah! And don't forget to breathe, the shoulders back. For 3, and 2, and 1. Good job. Feet come down, arms go up. Inhale. Exhale to prayer. And take your seated mountain pose. I'm going to come back to forward facing. Arms down by your side, palms face forward. And just gather yourself here. Nice job. So you should really feel the energy coursing through your body. Let's come on up to standing. Take a sip of water. Let's face the tall side of the chair. Give yourself some room here. So we're going to work on the hips a little bit. So we're going to swing that. I'm starting on the right side. I'm just going to open up, swinging that right leg forward, side to side. So we've been working the thighs a lot already this morning. So your thighs might be telling you, hey, we were already tired. You've got the chair here to help support you. Keep it moving, keep the breath flowing. For 5, and 4, and 3, 2, try to keep the torso facing the floor, and 1, bring that foot down, walk it out. So we're isolating the movement in the hip. Take the left foot forward, reach it out to the side, and then cross it through. So it's like kind of like thread the needle, only with the feet and legs. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you cross. See if you can lift a little higher each time. Challenge yourselves. Take 3 more. Lift, cross, lift, cross. Last one. Lift, and lift, and lift. And bring it down, walk it back, downward dog. So take a nice long spine here. Arms are fully extended. You get a little bend in the knees. And then imagine you're dropping your chest toward your thighs. Feel the shoulders drop like they're like a hammock. Keep breathing. Last one. Slowly roll it up and walk forward. And face forward, left hand on the chair. And we're going to work that right hip, taking standing hip circles. So practice your hip circle today, not mine, not Dixie's, not Pete's. Stay on your mat and opposite direction. So it's easier if you think about moving the knee in a circle. Nice. And now cross your ankle over your thigh. So right ankle over left thigh. And maybe we'll try our tree pose here. So find your focal point. Get ready for balance. Tuck tailbone. Lengthen crown of head. Focus on your drishti. And maybe the left hand comes off the chair. Nice. Arms can go up if you feel stable here. Or maybe you start to sink the hips, coming into seated figure 4. All right, look at you yogis, awesome. Keep breathing. Wherever you are, make your way back up to standing. Unwind, stand tall, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to prayer, and take mountain pose. Arms down by your side, palms face forward, shoulders down away from the ears. And breathe. And other side, you move the chair. All right, so right away, you know we're going into balance. So find your grounding in your feet. So feet hip width apart. Let's lift all the toes and then feel all the 4 corners of the feet grounding down into the mat, like you're growing roots. Now bring the toes down. Just lengthen the tailbone. All right, hand to the chair, shift the weight over to your right leg, pick up your left and take your hip circles. So moving at your own pace. The slower you go, the harder it is. You really have to engage the muscles. You can't just use the momentum of the body, right? And then other direction. Foot can be flexed or pointed, whatever feels better for you. All right, and we took a downward dog on the other side, but I think for here, let's just go right to our figure 4. Lengthen first. Find your drishti. Concentrate. Feel those roots growing down from the bottom of your foot. Tailbone towards the floor, or tailbone towards heel. Maybe the fingers come off the chair. Maybe they come to prayer. Maybe the arms reach high, growing your branches. And maybe you want to come into figure 4, seated. Ah. Find what works for your body today, what feels good, what feels right. And hold for 3 and 2. The last one. Make your way back to standing nice and gracefully, coming out the way we came in. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale to prayer. Find your mountain pose. Feet hip width apart. Equal weight. Tailbone down. Shoulders down. Crown of head reaching. And breathe. Imagine you're standing under that waterfall. Sounds like the waterfall's in the jungle. And blinking the eyes open, let's come back to the chair. Nice to have our bird friends with us this morning. Right. Put my blanket back down. Sip the waterfall. Sip the waterfall. Boy, I'm really I'm in some kind of loop today. I don't know. All right, back to yoga alignment. Knees over ankles, shoulders over hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let's take a twist to the left. Easy twist. Right hand to left thigh, left arm behind you. Lengthen and twist. From the low back, we twist. Bend the shoulders, bend the head and neck. Press down into the feet, lengthen the tailbone, lengthen the crown of the head. And inhale, reach the arms overhead. See if you can do this with your eyes closed. Start to really calm the nervous system, twisting to the left, shutting out that visual stimulation. Lengthen and twist. Keep your gaze inside. Inhale, unwind, arms come overhead, palms touch, hands to prayer. And let's take our meditation seat. So hips slightly elevated if possible. And again, we do that so that we're able to sit up rather effortlessly and maintain that natural S curve. Closing the eyes, focusing on your breath. You can also focus on the bird sounds. It's really nice today. They're very active. And we'll sit for 3 minutes, starting now. And for Shavasana, I thought we might go back to our waterfall. So taking your block again, putting your feet up. You can take a regular Shavasana if you like, or we'll go back to our folding over our thighs, letting the head and neck relax. And just let everything go. And imagine yourself at that waterfall again. And cool water flowing over your neck and shoulders, down your back, over your head. Just bathing you in coolness. Just let your breath be natural. And here's something to contemplate from our yoga wisdom from the Bhagavad Gita. When your understanding has passed beyond the thicket of delusions, there is nothing you need to learn from even the most sacred scripture. And as you're ready, ever so slowly start to make your way back up, keeping the chin toward the chest as you slowly roll up. Head comes up last. You bring your feet down to the floor. Set your block to the side. Sitting up nice and tall, long spine. Bring your hands to heart center. Let's close our practice today with the sound of one Om. If you want to chant, you can join along with me. If you don't like the idea of chanting, just enjoy the vibration. So we'll take an inhale and then chant. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. As you go throughout your day today, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your heart. Bringing thumbs to third eye center, we all bow as we say Namaste. And Namaste, friends. Thank you so much. I hope that was a cooling practice, a little bit relaxing. Remember, you can visit that waterfall anytime today, anytime all summer long. We do have yin on Saturday at 9 o'clock, and otherwise I will see you on Monday morning.